Hello everybody. So if you watched the first video, great. If you haven't, go find it. This is our trip into Tembe Elephant Park. We are on our third day in the park. At the moment we are heading down the West Swamp Road. Tembe Elephant Park is 300 square kilometers, or roughly 30,000 hectares. Home to the Big Five. It's a trans-frontier park, so it does cross a border, although access to that crossing is not available to the public. It is currently hot and 2:30 in the afternoon. We're hoping to go and find something cool. The idea is to look for any large game or small interesting things along the West Swamp Road, cross over right at the bottom and head back up the East Swamp Road. In the event that we do find something cool, something interesting, we will be tied up a little bit and hopefully catch a bit of a sunset, because the sun sets on this side of the park. And the East Swamp Road has a lovely view of that side of the park. With it being 2:30, the sun sets in about 3 hours, so who knows. Let's go and have a look what we can find. Okay, so we've encountered somewhat of a roadblock.
Breeding herd.
Looks like a breeding herd of Ellies. We could be wrong, it could just be a younger male herd. We haven't had a very good look yet, but the two have moved off to our right hand side.
Can't really see them.
It's quite thick, so you can't see. So we're approaching, listening. You know, you don't want to get caught in the middle of something like this, because in a place like this, as you can see, escape routes are not existent. So you can go forward or you can go backward. Going backward is a problem because we've got our mates behind us. So there's a nice clear run ahead, so if anything does go sideways, we'll just hopefully shoot forward. There doesn't appear to be anything on our left, and they've moved off on our right already, so nice to see, but no, not much to see. Heading back up north now on the East Swamp Road. Unfortunately, most exciting thing we've seen is some zebra now, besides the two elephant that briefly made an appearance on the West Swamp Road. This is the most water we've seen here at Tembe in many years. We know it's called the swamp, but the last 5 or 6 years there hasn't been water like this. Such a vast amount of it. The water extends right up. I mean, it's kilometers of it, and it's deep enough that the elephant don't even cross here. There's 2 or 3 sections only where they'll cross. It's good to see, but it does impact game viewing. With the amount of water lying around, all the pans are full. There are depressions which have got water in that have previously not had water, and typically wouldn't, even with a good rainy season. So game viewing is largely dispersed now, where before you knew if you sat at the hide you'd see something, if you stayed towards the causeway you would see something. At the moment, it's luck of the draw. You know, you could be here and the lion would be right here, because to get to water, it's just there. That's just the luck of the draw. We are fortunate enough to have seen a single female lion on a hunt. She took down a nyala, unable to film that. It was just too quick. And she went straight behind the bushes with it once it was done. But we did get to watch her come out and have a drink, and then she disappeared into the bushes again. So that is always a big pleasure to see those sort of things. Getting the supper going. Little onion rings and Russian sausages tonight, quick and easy after the day out. And then we're going to head out on a little night drive later. Sun's going down.
Easy.
Right.
I want a cup of tea and if I can solve it, I'm done.
Okay, so yeah, we're off on a little night drive now. Again, huge honor, huge luxury. We just seem to always get lucky like this. We've got permission to be driving in the park at night. No, the public cannot do this. You can do it if you are affiliated to one of the groups that does the fundraising with this reserve. How to do that is not my place to tell you, but this is how we have got the opportunity to do what we are doing. We're currently heading down to the causeway. We're hoping to see some cool stuff. It will be very difficult to have video of the night. I'm not set up with the right equipment. I don't have a gimbal to stabilize the camera. It's hard enough to record in the daytime, so I don't think I'll be able to pull any rabbits out of hats here for night photography or videography. But the GoPro shows you what we see now. If you're going to ask, the front spotlights on this Land Cruiser are ARB 9-inch intensities. They are fabulous. The two side shooters, those are hella, I don't know, work lights, whatever you call them. They just give us a little bit of light off to the side. What did you see? Oh, that could be a genus. It's difficult to see. Yeah, go forward and see if it's got 1 hour facing us or 2. So what I say when I say 1 hour facing us or 2, typically what the, oh, there we go. No, there, what's that? That's something.
It's flying.
Oh, cool, those must be night draws. So what I mean when I say 1 hour or 2, there it goes. Yeah, that's a bird of some description. What I mean when I say 1 hour or 2 is simply that generally most times you spot an animal at night like this, if you can see 1 hour, chances are it'll be a herbivore. If you see 2 hours looking back at you, chances are it'll be something that consumes meat. As generally predatory animals have forward facing eyes to assist them with focusing on moving subjects as well as better depth perception, whereas animals that are typically prey animals, or the herbivores, they have side facing eyes to assist them in a better peripheral vision to try and spot a threat earlier on before it gets too close. Right, so we've just come across some lion. We're going to just reposition ourselves and do our best to get some pictures. So there are 5 lions here, but exceptionally, they're there behind this light, exceptionally hard to see. I suspect these were there was a pride of 7 lions that took down a buffalo in this vicinity. I have a strong suspicion that this is that same pride. I just don't see the male. However, it's obviously this is a huge win. This is why we go on a little night drive, and you take the opportunity now to discover things. Okie dokie, well, that was a damn good little sighting. We're going to have to cut our trip a bit shorter. Our time is coming to an end that we're allowed to be out for. But well done, Rob from Adventure X, you bloody legend. There you are there. Well done for spotting them. We went past, we didn't see them. They were out in the middle of this grass here. 10 out of 10 sighting that. Really nice. I'm checking the tracks on the road, nothing there. So we've just heard lion quite close from the campsite. There was an ellie earlier by the camp, but we are now going to go and see if we can find the lion. Hold thumbs for us. We did find them last night. but the light is better this morning. Okay, no luck on the lion. They walked in the opposite direction to where we were hoping they'd be. We did find their spoor, but unfortunately we followed it for about 300 meters on the road like this, and then they veered off into the bush. And once they're inside here and they've gone about 10 meters in, you're not going to see them. So now we are on our way back to the hard, the Matlasela hard. And from there we will go to the gate and say goodbye to Rob from Adventure X, and he will go home, and we are still here until Wednesday. So we've got tomorrow. I thought we were going home tomorrow, but actually we're going home on Wednesday. Got my days mixed up. What a privilege it is to have an extra day all of a sudden. Out of our entire trip from last week Thursday till now, this is the first time I'm noticing clouds in the sky. So it looks like there's a bit of cooler weather coming. Fortunately, it's been brutally hot the last few days. Yesterday going up to 38 degrees at one point. So we've arrived at Matlasela hard. Shut up, I'm saying that right. Just gonna open up quickly. Switch on our road chef. It's not a 12-volt air fryer, but it does a great job at what I want to do with it now.
Motherfucking fish, chicken the game.
So this is why we like Tembe, very soft sand. So here we go. Switch that on. Leave that at 180.
I'm gonna preheat it.
No, I'm gonna just chuck them in like this. I'm just putting it on for now. So here we go. This is an LU cab canopy camper. Obviously you can't stand up when the rooftop tent is down, but the nice thing is you can still get in and access the deep freeze easily enough. So we're going to just chuck some pies into that road chef quickly. These are just normal venison pies. I reckon we do 4. So let's go 3. Check there. Right, so that fits 4, but you could, if you wanted to, do 8 at a time, no problems. And then we've got stainless steel baking dishes that go in here for other stuff. But there we go. See you in an hour. So we're in here for just on 40 minutes now. Looking good. From frozen, not preheated, so it will take longer, but we're not in a rush. Our buddy from Adventure X, Rob, is going home, so he's got additional water, so we're going to take his water from his vehicle now, and that's going to go into our vehicle, because we're still here for 2 more nights. So there we go, so 91% state of charge, and we're putting in just less than an amp is leaving. So that's with the oven on, 2 fridges on, just with the solar. That's not bad. If we go out, go back here, we'll open up the solar and you can check there what it's doing. So we're pushing 16.7 amps, 230 watts of solar. Not bad at all. And that's what enables us to do all of this stuff while we're parking off inside the hard, looking at the animals. Pies are in the oven, the fridges are doing what they need to do. We've got 1 freezer, -14, 1 fridge. This fridge in here is set with the crank battery, so that's dead right as long as we don't leave it overnight. Yeah, crested guinea fowl chilling here. Yeah, I love these birds. This is the, can I see the manager bird? Check the hairstyle. Crested guinea fowl. Afrikaans, they call them tarantaal. My favorite Afrikaans word. So we just popped in here to the one pan, and we've got 6 ellie here, all young bulls. No sign of must though, which is a relief, because this one's going to come pretty close to us now. The one with his tripod being deployed. That's so cool. What a win. Okay, so here we go, round 2. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's stinky. Right, let's take a look and see. But first, what a spot to stop for pies. Water, water everywhere. Right, let's go take a look. I don't know if you can see that white bird there. Great egret. Check the pies. It's going to be hot as hell. So we have our professional pie removal tool. Thank you, Leatherman. Ta-da! Going. So we're just looking for some lions now. Tim, can you give me a... Oh, there one goes there on the right hand side. Right hand side. You won't see on the GoPro, but there it is there. There's a sub-adult male lion. And this is about 100 meters from where we were having lunch.
There they go through that gap there.
Go a bit forward, bud. Let me see if I
No,
can
I
get
can
across.
see the gap there. Can you see that?
So that was really cool. I don't know what you guys would have seen on the GoPro, but yeah, it's a tough one to show you. The GoPro doesn't zoom, unfortunately. And that is coming to the end of another day. It's 20 to 4 now. Been out all morning. African jacana flying off there. It is now time to go and chill a little bit. So it's nice and early in the morning. We're heading out. Had one vehicle go out this way already. Very overcast, much colder than the previous few days, at 15 degrees currently. So vastly different weather conditions today than from what we've seen previously. Okay, we're heading up the West Swamp Road now. That was a very nice lion sighting we had earlier this morning. We did try and get some footage that I'll stitch together and show you. They were relatively closer than they have been throughout the trip. Very nice visibility, lots of elephants probably on the left. And I do think that was the cherry on the top for us. We had the 5 lion, all young sub-adults. They all looked to be males. There was one female looking one there, but I don't think it would be a female with 4 sub-adults. And very curious, very skittish. So hopefully they grow and they do quite well. I don't see 5 male lions lasting long here in Tembe. There'll just be too much competition for them. That beautiful tree, too much competition for them. But we had a good sighting. Heading back towards camp now for breakfast. It's 9:30. I'm trying to show you why they recommend 4x4 only here. Check this out. They are soft as sanders. And it's not just this piece. It's that way. It's that way. And it's the way we came. Kilometer after kilometer of soft sand. There's a lone jumbo. Very cool. That lion's been chilling there for half an hour now. She ain't going nowhere. So lekker just to sit and watch. And this is why I prefer this park to most others, because anywhere else you would have very likely 10 to 15 other vehicles crowding around you, bugging you at the sighting. But here we got the sunset and the lion all to ourselves. Alright, and that wraps up our last night here on our way back to camp. Check, the sun's gonna start to set. Cruising through the bush now. It's been wild. We've had elephant, lion, just about every day. We've been on some incredible roads. Hours and hours of driving, so worth it. And most of the time, not another car in sight. So yes, I will very likely only catch up with you tomorrow when we're leaving. And if something really interesting happens between now and tomorrow, I'll just jump on you and add some more footage. Otherwise, we'll catch you in the morning. Okay, good morning. So we are on our way home. It is just after 5:30. Starting the trip, the sun's coming up.